Hi guys, welcome. Also, yeah, free crypto here. Today it is Monday, 5th of September. Today we are going to talk about the 6 most important tenet of Dow Jones theory. Basically, this is the part 2 of our yesterday's video. Yesterday we had made a part 1 on this video where we had discussed about the history of Charles Dow and how he had managed to found his organization, that is Dow Jones and Company, with his other 2 partners. This is the most important part of this video series and the final part. So let's begin with our topic. The first most important tenet is the market discount all the news. So what is the actual meaning of this line? So as I have good amount of knowledge into cryptocurrency and have good amount of experience into it, so we are mostly going to take example related to cryptocurrency. So the market discount all the news. So what's the meaning of it? So let's take a bit. There's a positive news about to come onto Bitcoin on any particular date, and on that particular date Bitcoin should do a good amount of movement towards upward direction. But on the day when the positive news comes, Bitcoin doesn't do any kind of movement towards upward direction. Either it gets into consolidation zone, either it gets volatile, or either it starts falling from there. Now why this happened? It happened because 20 days before or 30 days before, when the news have to come, the Bitcoin had already started taking movement towards upward direction, and it had reached to a particular point 20 days before. So we can say that the market had discounted the news. So this is the actual meaning of this line. So the second most important tenet is the market has three trend, that is uptrend, downtrend and sideways. Now in those 3 trends there are 3 parts, that is primary part, secondary part and minor part. Now what happens in primary part is, let's take Bitcoin had started doing upward, started making upward movement for months, and it had reached to a particular point that we can consider as primary part. Now what is secondary part? Now suppose Bitcoin had reached to a particular point by doing an upward movement. Now in secondary part it starts falling from there, it starts taking reversal from there, but there's no kind of guarantee that Bitcoin had really entered into downtrend. It can bounce back from there, so we can consider that as secondary part. Now what is minor part? So basically you if you are a trader into cryptocurrency, you might have seen that Bitcoin start making any kind of movement which is not related to analysis for days or for almost weeks. So we can consider that as minor part. So this is the second most important tenet. Now the third most important tenet is every trend, or we can say the trend has 3 phases, that is accumulation phase and public participation phase, and the third phase is panic phase. Now what happens in accumulation phase is that, suppose let's take Bitcoin is running around $19,000. Now from there it start moving towards upward direction, it start moving slowly into upward direction, but no one is confirmed that Bitcoin had really gets into positive zone, so there's no kind of participation from public, so we can consider that as accumulation phase. Now what happens in public participation phase is, suppose let's take from $19,000 Bitcoin had reached till $23,000. That's when public start participating, that's when public started to build trust onto Bitcoin again, and then the retailers come and buy Bitcoins, and from $23,000 it might have reached till $25,000, let's assume. Now on $25,000 most of the big player thinks that Bitcoin had been overpriced for now. That's when the panic phase starts, when the big players starts selling their Bitcoin, and after some times retailers too start selling and Bitcoin, and there's a huge dump in Bitcoin. So we can say that is the panic phase. So this is the third most important tenet. Now the fourth most important tenet is indices must confirm each other. Now in Bitcoin we can say, let's take Bitcoin is moving towards upward direction, but then there's some other currency, you might have got short onto it. I mean, there's no reason behind getting short, there's not any kind of fundamental involved into it. Bitcoin is moving towards upward direction and you are shortening up any other currency, so the trade might gets against you, so you might end up losing there. So that we can say that indices must confirm each other. Basically this is just a simple example which I feel like giving. Basically it's a little complicated point on which I would recommend you to go and Google about it and get clear confirmation on it. So indices must confirm each other. Now the fifth most important tenet is volume must confirm the cycle. I mean, you have to, before taking any kind of trade, you need to see that if there's a buying on Bitcoin or selling onto Bitcoin. You just can't trade blindly. I mean, if you're getting short onto Bitcoin, but in the chart it had been shown like there's a huge amount of buying came into Bitcoin, then surely Bitcoin will going to pump. Then there's no use of getting short onto Bitcoin. So the fifth most important tenet is volume must confirm the cycle. Now the sixth most important tenet is the trend persists until there's a clear clarification on reversal. Now I mean, no one can say or no one can predict the reversal or that reversal in the trend. I mean, until and unless there is a clear clarification that Bitcoin will take a reversal from there, no one can predict it. So basically these are the six most important tenet and principles regarding Dow Jones theory, which are still uses in each and every kind of financial market. You really need to learn this if you are interested to get into trading into any kind of financial market. It will really gonna help you. It will really gonna help you to get good amount of knowledge and build up your psychology and mindset that a trader should have. Otherwise, I mean, you might get into wrong direction. So this, I mean, going through this sixth tenet is really very important. This is a short explanation from my side, but I would highly recommend you to do your own research to get your own clear insight on these six most important tenet. Basically these are just my point of views, so you have to go through this. I mean, even after watching this video, just go and Google about the six most important tenet regarding Dow Jones theory, and surely you will gonna understand that what I am actually trying to say in this video. So yes, this was the final part of our Dow Jones theory. That's all for the day. Till then, have a great day and wonderful night. Bye bye, take care, be safe, peace off, signing off. Don't forget to enjoy your day.